Confusion and trouble in the Senate as the Senate president and its lawmakers suspect Ningi over budget pending claims. United States District Court has ordered Chimpen Zhang, the founder and former CEO of Binance, to surrender all his passports. My correct people, then my queens and kings, thank you so much for joining me here on Getting Right with Olivia once again today. Thank you. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Please do well by smashing on that subscribe button and also turn on your post notifications so that you'll be notified once I upload new videos. So my queens and kings, there is wahala in the Senate House. Hey, Ningi has finally exposed their nyash to the whole world. Whether suspension or not, we now know what is happening. We now know what is shellering in the Senate House budget. So this one, what are they doing with all this money? My correct people, then my queens and kings. Let's hear the details from our one and only RufaiOseni.
I will be bringing you this edition of the Trust this morning. So I'll try to do it in such a way where I can tie it to many platforms, and I'll try my very best, but the logistics is quite very hard. So the very first story, the story making the round, is about the budget. A lot has been revealed, and I was saying before, thanks to Ningi, because if not for Ningi, we'll not know about that some senators got 500 million for constituency project, which they oversee anyway. And we will not also know that some of the senators, got more than the others. And another thing is, we'll not also know that the Senate President, Mr. Fabio, got about 18 billion for his own constituency projects. And you wonder, what's the scrutiny behind all of this and the budget? And the truth has to be told. We need to be able to look deeply about how our processes are being done. Because the truth is, we complain about cutting costs of governance. As at this morning now, Nigeria wants to go to the Eurobond market again to go borrow, only to think that most of those monies are borrowed. And what are they used for? Frivolous activities. So we need to thank Ningi for the awareness as regards this. And we need to scrutinize the budget process even more. I have always favored us sort of having like an OBR like they have in the UK, Office of Budget Responsibility, where you check through the budgeting system and you see the anomalies and you bring it out. So, that's the first story, and that's done with. Secondly, good move by the CBN, because I saw now that they're trying to give farmers fertilizers to be able to cushion the problem with food in the country and all of that. That's a good move. But is that not the same thing they blamed Mr. Mefele for doing? Because, you're blaming somebody for doing something and the next thing you're doing. I'm not saying it's not a good move, but hey, so the CBN is back to intervening, and that's what we're seeing. Thirdly, I'll try to capture as much stories as we can. Thirdly, is going to be, the story about Axis Bank. And there's a story making the rounds this morning that Igbo J. Imakwede has returned to Axis Bank as the chairman of Axis Bank Holdings. So, let's see how it pans out. And that's after the passing of Herbert Wigwe, and it's been a very sad one there, and very sad ordeal. Fourthly, I'd like to quickly talk about the welfare of citizens at a time like this. We want government to be able to do something about the welfare of elderly people and adults, and that's why I'm bringing something your way. So for about a week now with the Oseni Center, I've been partnering with DM Pharmacy, and you can just check through my Instagram post hitherto and you will see it. We've been giving 5% off for drugs so that people can be able to get drugs at 5% discount, just to be able to help people this season. This is also in tandem with many other health outreaches, the Senate Center has done this year. This year alone, we've collectively, we've raised, with the help of other people, we've raised close to about 10 million for various people that had surgery and the things that I had advertised. And, thank you guys so much for partnering with me and the Senate Center on all of this. And on the international scene, real quickly, one story making the rounds is Elon Musk has cancelled the contract supposed to have with Don Lemon to be able to host a show on X. You know why? Because Don Lemon asked the tough question, asked Elon Musk about his drug use, and that question really took Elon Musk off, I get, and his participation in the last election cycle, and that really ticked Elon Musk off, so he cancelled the contract. But I think there's going to be a legal showdown. Some are saying, since the contract wasn't signed yet, Don Lemon has no right for any legal showdown. So we're looking at that. And I hope it's not true. There's a picture making the rounds of some of our athletes stranded after going to the African Games. Please, we need to do more about the welfare of our athletes. But I would like to believe that picture is not true. All right. And another story making the rounds, government functionaries and what they do. How can a government department go all the way to London to go do a trading? I mean, it's very sad. It's very sad. It's a sad ordeal. And it's a sad reflection of what is happening. In case you do not know, the student loan has been pushed forward again. They said they want to get it right. They want to get it better. They promised it was going to be January. It was going to be before the end of last year. Now it's going to be January. It's not end of March. They're pushing it forward again. As long as they get it right. The student loan was first promised during the campaigns in 2015. And there are videos to that effect. So let's see how all of this pans out. That's the trust for you this morning. You've been served. Thank you.
RufaiOseni, thank you so much for that update there. Thank you. We appreciate your efforts and everything you do for us. My queens and kings, let's move over to the very dark black man on the reasons why the former CEO of Binance has been asked to surrender all his passports. Let's hear the details from
The
him.
people where they insult me because of Binance, and the people where they insult Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu because of the sanction when give Binance, and the people where arrest where they work with Binance, to the people where they insult everybody, the movements, come and read this quick. This was yesterday. A United States U.S. District Court has ordered Chipeng Zhao, the founder and former CEO of Binance, to surrender all his passports, active or expired, to the third party to keep authorities updated on his travel plans. The order was contained in a legal filing tendered on Tuesday, modifying Zhao bond condition for release. The development comes after the U.S. applied to modify its bond requirement on March. Now, listen. Some people will say na former. Let me tell you how he became the former. In November 2023, the US SEC accused Zhao of money laundering, unlicensed money transmitting and violation in Seattle. Binance was also accused of facilitating the trading of several crypto tokens the SEC demand as security. On November 1st, 2023, Zhao pleaded guilty to these charges with Binance, also agreeing to pay $4 billion in fines and other penalties. Zhao, who stepped down as Binance CEO in November last year, is scheduling to be sentenced on April 30th, 2024. Now, this guy pleaded guilty to this thing. He pleaded guilty to money laundering, you understand, and transmitting funds. Now, this thing happened. I don't see any US citizen go to insult their president. But Nigeria, the thing happen here, when they insult Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as if when I get more information than Tinubu. Siam, they don't call on thief, and he admitted. But for year, Binance get mind. The challenge Tinubu say they no go pay anything, blah, blah, blah. And when I get mind, Nigerians, when they insult Tinubu and the Nigerian government, because of saying that they get small thing, they will give una, they will take more from una. Then they talk, say people, they move money from Nigeria through Binance, billions of dollars. How much? Okay, how much is your budget for a year? In Nigeria, your budget for a year is how much? 27 trillion naira. Now, they say some people move about $2 billion through Binance. Take out $2 billion from 27 trillion, which is the whole budget for Nigeria. Take that one out. You know how much go remain? 2 billion is about almost 4 trillion naira. Almost 3 trillion naira. Take it out of 20 something. Do you understand? You say, how does it devalue the naira? Now you are moving this money out in a bigger currency, which is threatening the dollar. It's not like they are stealing this money in naira that will threaten naira, because they'll move it out in naira and okay, I'll go and use it in naira. These are stealing this money in dollars. So they are strengthening the dollars against the naira. And people don't understand this. You are making noise, church. They don't arrest the CEO now. For US, when I go campaign there, say when they release them, say they don't know what they talk. Do you have more information than Tinubu? In your defense, you are saying these old men don't know how to use Binance, they don't know how to use crypto. Who told you? Who told you that you know how to move to do things more than these thieves politicians that we have in Nigeria? Who tell you say you know how to do things more than these thieves where you see here? God and be young boys, we say they don't know anything. It follow be the reason why they allow Binance to take on Nigeria before. Not to thief. It's not to do good for you. You think it's to do good for you? Nigerians are so funny. You're attacking your own government, where don't see what they see, because you feel like you know too much. One thing I like God for, God they always vindicates me whenever I say anything and everybody rush. Now, so I talk about UK, which I say UK, they tired. They say people just they live like robot. Everybody come for me. See news. UK is the second most miserable country to live in. Do you know what miserable means? You know what miserable be? You know what miserable be at all? God always vindicates me. You all will learn.
I appreciate you so much for watching. This is all I can take on this video. Please let us know your opinion down in the comment section below, okay? Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up before you leave. We love you guys. Till we see you in our next one. Bye.